to look like Bria Hartley just got instant karma, bro. She out for the season.
Did the dirtiest play of the WNBA season just backfire in the most unbelievable way? Bria Hartley has been called reckless before, but this time she may have crossed a line that fans aren't willing to forgive. Her collision with Sophie Cunningham left one of the league's toughest players writhing on the floor with a torn MCL, and the viral photo that followed, Hartley smirking while Sophie was still down, ignited a firestorm. And here's the twist that has the entire basketball world buzzing. Just days later, Hartley herself was ruled out for the season with a torn meniscus. The same player accused of ending Sophie's season is now sidelined too. Coincidence or instant karma served up by the basketball gods?
We're going to start right here. This picture is going viral with Bria Hartley with the sinister grin, right? This malevolent look that's on her face right now. Clearly smiling after injuring Sophie Cunningham, man.
The play itself didn't look clean from the jump. Sophie tried to slide over, and Hartley came barreling in. The collision was ugly. Sophie crumpled instantly, clutching her knee, and the arena went silent. She didn't try to pop up or shake it off. Trainers sprinted onto the court, teammates huddled around, and fans knew immediately something was very wrong. But what really sent this moment into overdrive wasn't just Sophie's injury, it was Hartley's reaction. As Sophie lay on the hardwood in pain, cameras caught Hartley with what looked like a grin on her face. Call it a smirk, call it a laugh, whatever you want. Fans saw it as Hartley enjoying the moment. That single image spread like wildfire. Within minutes, the story wasn't about an unfortunate accident, it was about intent.
Sophie Cunningham, let's be clear here. Sophie Cunningham was targeted. Let's be very, very clear here. Sophie Cunningham was flat out targeted by a dirty player.
Social media doesn't wait for explanations, and it didn't here. Fans pointed to that grin as proof Hartley knew exactly what she'd done. That's not how you react if it's an accident, one fan posted. Others compared it to infamous dirty plays in sports history, saying the smirk said more than any press release ever could. Even Sophie herself tried to calm the storm later, insisting Hartley didn't mean to hurt her, but her words were drowned out by the fury online. Once that photo circulated, the verdict was already in. Fans weren't buying innocence. They saw a villain who looked pleased with the damage she caused.
And it was a lot of incredulous people, right, who was saying, oh, it's not on purpose. Oh, Kelsey Mitchell shoved her over, making all kind of excuses to say that Bria Hartley is not a dirty player. Let me tell y'all something, man. Come on in here. Come on in here, man. Let me tell y'all something. If it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, eats like a duck, it's a duck, man. Come on, man. She is the dirtiest player in the WNBA right now, winning the trophy.
The outrage was fueled by something bigger than one collision. This wasn't Hartley's first time getting flagged for dirty play. Earlier this season, she grabbed Angel Reese's hair during a rebound battle, a move so blatant that even Reese's opponents called it unnecessary. Before that, Rebecca Allen had taken a shove from Hartley that left fans asking why nothing was done. When you add it all up, a pattern emerges. Sophie Cunningham wasn't just unlucky. She was the latest name on a list of players left frustrated after run-ins with Bria Hartley. And when fans saw the smirk, they didn't see a bad look at a bad time. They saw Exhibit A in a case they'd been building all season.
Now look, you can tell Bria Hartley, in my opinion, she launched herself into her knee. She did. And I've seen some of the reaction online, and guys, it's despicable. It really is. There's a lot of people celebrating this injury. And guess what? You can imagine who it is. It's members of the old WNBA fandom, the ones that root for Paige Beckers and Angel Reese and Asia Wilson and all the usual damn suspects.
The anger didn't stop with Hartley. It extended to the officials and the league itself. How could referees keep swallowing their whistles on plays like this? How could Sophie be fined earlier in the year for criticizing officiating while Hartley faced no punishment for repeated cheap shots? That double standard enraged Fever fans. It wasn't just about one game anymore, it was about credibility. Even Sophie's own family stepped in. Her sister Lindsay and her mother Paula blasted the WNBA for protecting officials instead of protecting players. Fans agreed. Why were fines handed out for words but not for actions that left stars injured on the floor? The league's silence only made things worse. Every day without action was another day fans felt ignored.
It stated Connecticut Sun guard Bria Hartley will miss the remainder of the season due to meniscus tear in her right knee. Injury sustained during team practice. You got hurt at practice? Hartley is expected to make a full recovery. So you mean to tell me her own team hurt her? Oh my God. Her own team hurt her? Oh man. Oh dog. This is funny as hell. I should laugh. But damn, dog, how your own team hurt you, bro. Hartley is expected to make a full recovery. Additional updates will be provided.
And then it happened. Connecticut released a statement. Bria Hartley was done for the season with a torn meniscus suffered in practice. No suspension, no punishment from the league, just a devastating injury that took her off the court. The irony was impossible to ignore. The same player accused of ending Sophie's season was now sidelined herself. For Fever fans who had spent days furious over Sophie's injury, it felt like instant justice. Social media lit up with posts celebrating what they saw as karma. Wonder if she's smiling now, one fan wrote. Another said, the basketball gods don't miss.
Bria Hartley deserves zero benefit of the doubt. And Sophie Cunningham's family not too happy. I believe this is Mama C. Hartley is a disgruntled player having trouble everywhere she goes. She's playing mean and plays out of control. Looked out of control to me.
Reactions split the basketball community. Fever fans called it payback, poetic justice for a player who had earned the dirtiest in the league label. Others argued no one should celebrate an injury, no matter who it happens to. But the narrative had already taken shape. Hartley's reputation was cemented. Fair or not, fans saw the timing as proof the universe had balanced the scales. For Connecticut, it was a huge blow. Hartley may not have been a superstar, but she was an important rotation piece. Losing her right when the playoff race tightened cut deep. For a team built on toughness and physical play, it was a setback they could hardly afford.
I know Bria, and I'm actually really good friends with Bria, and I have been waiting to get on the pod and so we could talk about this because I did want to tweet it out, but I don't think that there was no ill intent. I think it was basketball play. I was just in the wrong spot at the wrong time. She fell. Like, there's no way that she would go in there and potentially try to hurt me. And so I had nothing but love for Bria. And I even told my mom because she tweeted something. I was like, no, Mom, I get it. But I promise you that I was like, Bria and I are super cool. And she would never try to hurt me because there are some girls that I think might, but she wouldn't do that. And so I have nothing but love. And so I hope people stop giving Bria some heat because I don't think she meant to do that at all.
What made the story even more compelling was Sophie Cunningham's response. Despite the injury, despite the viral photo, Sophie refused to throw Hartley under the bus. On her podcast, she said she didn't believe Hartley meant to hurt her. She framed it as being in the wrong place at the wrong time. But Sophie also showed another side on social media, posting a sharp four-word message, F around and find out. It was direct, fiery, and reminded everyone she wasn't someone you could walk over. That balance, grace on one hand, fire on the other, only made her more respected. Fans rallied behind her because she represented toughness without bitterness.
Maybe you should focus her sister. Maybe you should focus less on finding players for commenting on your poor officiating and more about hiring officials that are capable to call a consistent game and protect your athletes. Pathetic. Praying for you. The only good thing positive surrounding Sophie Cunningham come out of this game, she looked in good spirits in the locker room.
While Sophie kept it measured, her family let their frustration fly. Her mother called Hartley out of control. Her sister said the league was pathetic for focusing on fines instead of fixing officiating. Those comments matched the anger fans already felt, and together they built a tidal wave of outrage. Fever supporters flooded comment sections demanding suspensions, accountability, and real change. They didn't just see Sophie as a player who got hurt, they saw her as a symbol of everything wrong with how the league handled player safety.
Well, you come at Sophie's sister, you come at Sophie. And Sophie saw this comment, and bless her heart, she answered it. She answered it. Some of us were raised by the words of, quote, don't bite off more than you can chew. And some of us didn't. Quote, F around and find out. F around and find out. Kiss. God bless this woman. Yeah, seriously. She's great.
But if anyone thought the Fever would fold without Sophie, they were wrong. Instead, the team responded with grit. Kelsey Mitchell erupted for 38 points against the Sun, earning Player of the Week honors. Lexi Hull stepped into a leadership role, steadying the team in the storm. Aaliyah Boston battled inside like always, carrying the paint. And then there's Caitlin Clark, the golden goose herself, still waiting to return, but the anticipation around her comeback grows every single day. If she rejoins a team that's already hardened by adversity, the Fever could be more dangerous than ever.
Yeah, man, Bria Hartley. So Connecticut PR has released a statement. Bria Hartley is to miss the remainder of the season.
Here's the bigger problem for the WNBA. Fans are starting to believe the league is more interested in protecting its referees than its players. Every reckless hit left unchecked chips away at credibility, and when your biggest stars, Clark, Cunningham, Boston, are the ones taking those hits, it threatens the entire future of the league. Hartley's injury may have shifted the headlines, but the issue hasn't gone away. Fans still want answers. They want to know if the league will finally prioritize player safety, or if it will take more torn knees and sidelined stars before real change happens.
Somebody said this was her karma. She went into every game this year and either tried to bully someone because she knew her team had her back, or she did a dirty play on someone. She knew her team had her back. She never stood up for herself and then injured someone for the whole season. And guess what? Her team ended up injuring her. Her team ended up injuring her, bruh.
Bria Hartley's season-ending injury became a headline, but the lasting story is Sophie Cunningham. Her toughness, her honesty, and her refusal to let anger define her turned a painful moment into proof of character. While Hartley sits out, Sophie's reputation has only grown. And the Fever, they're not broken, they're battle-tested. With Mitchell, Boston, Hull, and soon Clark back on the floor, this team is writing a comeback story nobody saw coming. If you're rooting for Sophie, drop a comment below wishing her a speedy recovery. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because the next chapter of this story is only getting started.